Morning, class. So, hope you're all doing well today. So, before we start, can someone lead a prayer? So, everybody, please stand up. Okay, you may now take a seat. So, let me check your attendance first. Is there any absent today? None. Okay, very good. So, now I have a question for you. Who do you think decides what we learn in schools? Anyone? Okay, very good. So those are good answers, but behind every subjects and lessons, there are four big ideas that guides what we learn. So I show you a picture, then so can anyone guess what this is means? Okay, very good. So today we will learn about the four major foundations of the curriculum and how they guide us, especially in teaching new literacies like digital and media literacy. So, I will divide into four groups. So, each group gives a scenario describing a school activity. So, here's the following scenario. You can see it on a screen. For group one, the memorizing facts and the following rules. For group two, student cleaning in the barangay and planting trees. For group three, using games and music in class. For group four, studying about the life of Rizal. So, discuss in your group what is the school trying to do, then which foundation that is represent, if it's philosophical, historical, or psychological or social foundation. So, example, as you can see in the example below, I'll give you 5 minutes to answer that activity. Okay, that's enough. So, let's hear your answers. So group one, what is your answers? Okay, how about group two? Okay, good job. Group three, very good. And group four, okay, very good. So excellent work. So this foundation help teachers decides what students should be learned based on beliefs, learning styles, history, and social needs. So, okay, let's break this down. So, here are the four major foundations of the curriculum: the philosophical, historical, psychological, and social foundation. So, the main purpose of these foundations is to help educators, schools, and curriculum planners to decide what to teach, how to teach it, what it should be taught, what student needs to learn to success in life and society. So, each foundations gives a different perspective to make the curriculum balanced, so relevant and effective. And now, let's dive into philosophical foundation. Philosophical foundations. So this is about our beliefs and values in education. So for example, we teach respect, honesty, digital responsibility because we believe in good character. So here's the philosophies, four philosophies on philosophical foundation. The first is the perennialism. So aim to educate the rational person, cultivate intellect. Rule is teacher assess student to think with reasons. The focus is classical subject, literacy analysis, curriculum enduring. Trends use the use of Greek books and written literary liberal arts. Then, in essentialism, aims to promote intellectual growth of learner to become competent. The rules are teacher are sole authorities in the subject area. Focus of the curriculum is essential skills of the three R's, which is the reading, writing, and arithmetic, and essential, like the essential subject. So trends, back to basics, excellent in education, and cultural literacy. Progressivism aim to promote democratic social living. Rule teachers leads for growth and development of lifelong learners. Focus of the curriculum is the interdisciplinary subject, learner-centered, outcome-based. And trends are equal opportunities for all, contextualized curriculum, humanistic education. For reconstructionism, aim is to improve and reconstruct society, educational for change. The rule is teacher acts agent of change and reforms. Focus present and future educational landscape. Trends are school and curricular reform, global education, collaboration and convergence, standard and competence. Now let's proceed to historical foundation. So historical foundation. So by the word itself, history. So means what did we learn from the past. So it helps us to understand how education has changed. So for example, in the past, we focus on reading and writing, but now we add digital tools and online learnings because times now have changed. And for example, before student wrote essay by hand, today they create presentation, video, and blogs using technology. Franklin Babbitt, 1876 to 1956. So he started curriculum development movement, and she believed that curriculum is a science that emphasizes on student needs, and also curriculum prepares learners for adult life. So objectives and adjectives group together when tasks are clarified. So Warwick Charter, like Babbitt, curriculum is a science and emphasize student needs. So objectives and activities should match subject matter or content relatives to objectives. Police Castwell, so 1901 to 1989. So Castwell sees curriculum as organized around social function of themes, organized knowledge, and learners' interest. So Castwell believed that curriculum, instruction, and learning as interrelated. So curriculum is a set of experience according to Castwell. So Ralph Tyler, 1902 to 1994. So Tyler believes that curriculum is a science and an extension of school philosophies. It is based on student needs and interests. So the process emphasizes problem solving. The curriculum aims to educate generalists and not a specialist. So what do you mean by this generalist and specialist? So when we say generalist, it is someone who has a broad knowledge and skills across many areas. And how about the specialist naman is someone focused on one skills, one specific, like let's say one specific subject or skills, something like that. Did you get it? The difference of the generalist and the specialist. Okay, that's great. Elda Taba, 1902 to 1967. She contributed to the theoretical and pedagogical foundation of concept development and critical thinking in social studies curriculum. So she helped lay the foundation for diverse student population. So William Kilpatrick, 1875 to 1952. So curricula are, according to him, curricula are purposeful activities which are child-centered. So the purpose of the curriculum is child development and growth. So the project method has introduced by Kilpatrick where teachers and students planned the activities. So the curriculum develops social relationship and small group instructions. Harold Rugg, 1886 to 1960. To Rugg, and curriculum should develop the whole child. It is child-centered. So with the statement of objective and related learning activities, so curriculum should produce outcomes. So Harold Rugg emphasized social studies and the teacher plans curriculum is advanced. Peter Oliva, 1992 to 2012, describe how curriculum change as a cooperative endeavor. So teacher and curriculum specialist constitute the professional core of planners. Significant improved through group activity. Robert Jagan, 1916 to 2002, proposed the hierarchy, hierar, what? Proposed the hierarchical learning theory. Behavior is based on prerequisite conditions. introduce he also introduce the tasking and the formulation of objectives. Okay, now let's proceed to psychological foundation. So, the psychological foundation is how the student learn best. So, this is about how the brain, how the brain of the student work and how student develop and learn. So, it helps teacher to choose the best way to teach, like groupings, games, visuals, etc. So, for example, um, some students, yes, some students learn better through, watching videos, something like that. What what else? Doing hands-on activity, drawing, writing. Um, as a teacher, so we should need to consider it that kind of, let's say, is a multiple intelligence. Okay, so let's dive in. Ivan Pavlov, 1849 to 1936. So Pavlov is a father of the classical condition. So theory of SR theory. So the key to learn is early years of life are to train them what you want them to become. So she believes in that. Then SR theory is a foundation of learning, practice code, indoctrination. Edward Thorndike 1874 to 1949. So championed the connectionism theory. So propose the three law of learning, which is the law of readiness, law of exercise, and law of effect. So and also according to him, so specific stimulus has a specific response. Jean Piaget, 1896 to 1980. So Jean Piaget described cognitive development in terms of stages from birth to maturity. Sensory-motor stage 0 to 2, preoperational stage 7 2 to 7, so concrete operational stage 7 to 11, and formal operational 11 onwards. So simulation, accommodation, and equilibrium. So these three are the core concept of Jean Piaget theory of cognitive development. So Levi Vygotsky, 1896 to 1934. Howard Gardner. So Gardner Gardner's theory is the multiple intelligences, um, which means human have several different ways of processing information, and this way are relatively independent of one another. So Daniel Goleman, emotional contains of power of ethic actions, emotional quotient, humanistic psychology. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, na to. Okay, now we're at the last foundations, the four major foundation of curriculum. So, which is the social foundation. So, social foundation, it is like um, what what is the needs of the society or the community. So, the social foundation focus on preparing students to be good citizen, and also it connects lessons to the real life problem, like for example, um, pollution, poverty, and also the fake news. So, yeah, for example, let's have a hypothetical. I know now. Let's have an example. So, we teach environmental care. So, environmental care, teamwork, and media literacy. So, for team to know what is right or wrong. So, when it comes in media, what is fake news and not. And then when it comes in environment, what is the best thing to do? For example, the proper waste disposal. So, um, yun, o pagsusunog, something like that. Something like that. So, did you understand? Okay, very good. So now let's dive in. John Dewey, 1859 to 1952. So consider the two fundamental elements. Consider the two fundamental elements of schools and civil societies to the major topics needing attention and reconstruction to encourage experimental intelligence and clarity. He also developed the methods of learning by doing. Next, Alvin Toffler, so wrote the book Future Sock, believed that knowledge should prepare students for the future, suggested that in the future parents might have the resource to teach prescribed curriculum for home as a result of technology, not in spite of it. So homeschooling, society, and society symbol. So society as a source of change. According to the school, as an agent of change and knowledge as an agent of change. Okay, so um, since our ano is new literacy, so when we teach about digital literacies, media awareness, and critical thinking, so we are using the what foundations: philosophical, historical, psychological, or social. Okay, very good. Philosophical foundation. So, because we believe these are essential skills into this word. So, ano nga ba ulit yung philosophical foundations? It is about our beliefs and values and education. So, okay, now I want you to reflect on a half sheet of paper. Write, I believe we should teach blank literacy because for us to know why this literacy are important. So, okay, I'll give you 3 minutes to answer. Okay, that's enough. So, can I have the two volunteer here in the front to share their answers? Okay, that's great. And now, for your assignment, write a short paragraph. So, as you want to see on the screen. So, one thing I learned today and how it affects what we study in school. So, submit it tomorrow. Great work for today, class, and see you next week. Bye bye.